Hi everyone, welcome back to Learn QA and LR. I'm Surendra Reddy, Master Trainer for GRE and GMAT Math section. Today we were tackling one of the most commonly misunderstood question types on the GRE Quant section, that is quantitative comparison. These questions often look simple, but they're designed to trap students who rush through the math without spotting the hidden twist. So in this video, I'll walk you through few real GRE style questions built around percentages and number systems. We will do step by step and I'll show you the exact strategy to solve them quickly and confidently. Let's get started. One thing I wanted to say, read the question twice. Read the question, interpret it properly. Let's understand what you mean by it. Cindy has an eye on the sundress but thinks it's too expensive. It goes on a sale for 15% less than the original price. Before Cindy can buy the dress, however, the store raises the new price by 25%. If the dress cost around $68 after it went on sale for 15% off, we were given two quantities. We need to compare which quantity is greater or equal or cannot be determined. So what is the summary of the question? Cindy wants to buy a dress. Let's say the original price of the sundress would be 100%. But before Cindy can buy the dress, it goes at 15% off. It goes on a sale for 15% less than the original price. This is called the new price. And what is that new price value? 85%. But before Cindy can actually buy the dress, the store raises this new price by 25%. We call that to be our final price. Now we need to find out what is the original price and the final price. We need to get the difference of these two. To solve this, we were given a numerical. What is that? If the dress cost $68 after it went on sale for 15% off, what is the strategy we'll follow in percentage? That strategy to follow is take any unknown thing as 100%. Instead of X, take it 100% as I did. Now this price is given as $68, which is numerically 68, percentage wise 85%. So if 85% is $68, let's find out what is 100% ka value. Cross multiply. This is 100 into 68 by 85. 17 4s, 17 5s. 5 goes 20 times in it. What is 24s? $80 is the initial price of sundress. We got initial value. Now we need to get the final value, right? How to get the final value? This price gone up by 25%. If we convert into fraction, 1/4. What is 1/4 of 68? That is $17. For 68, if $17 gets added, the final price of sundress would be $85. Now we got final value as $85, initial value as $80. Hence the difference is $5. So quantity A is $5 and quantity B is $5.2. So which quantity is greater? Quantity B is greater. So these are the kind of questions which need a bit of patience and you properly read the question, solve it. Okay. Let's solve one more such percentage word problem framed on quantitative comparison question. Let's say it. So Surendra used to spend $10 for a lunch at a restaurant in Koreatown. The tea served with the lunch was free and Surendra left a $2 tip, right? The bill is $10 and they left $2 tip. However, the restaurant raised its lunch price by 20% and began to charge $1 for tea. Now Surendra continued to order the same lunch and the tea and increase his tip so that he was still tipping the same percentage of his total bill. What is the initial lunch cost? $10. What about the tea cost initially? It was free. What is the bill is $10? What is the tip is $2, right? Shall we find out the tip paid by Surendra is what percentage of the bill? The percentage of the tip paid would be $2 paid on $10. That is 2 by 10 into 100. So which means he paid 20% of the bill as the tip. But the restaurant changes the style of the lunch price gone up by 20% now. What about the price now? It is $12 because 20% of 10 is $2, right? It has becoming $12. But they started charging $1 for tea. What is the total bill now? It is $13. But Surendra is paying the same amount of tip as a percentage on bill as earlier. Initially he was paying 20%. So what is the tip now. The tip is 20% of 13. What is 20% of 13? $2.6. Now what would be the total amount paid by Surendra as a new expenditure? $13 bill. $2.6 is the tip. The total lunch expenditure would be $15.6. That is our quantity A. What is quantity B? 15.4. Where is the maximum value or more value is there? Quantity A is bigger, right? So these are the kind of word problems. Those are typical to solve in exam, but with the proper patience, you can handle them with care. Now let's solve two questions on number systems. X is not equal to -1 and X is less than or equal to 0. Quantity A is 1 by X plus 1. Quantity B is X over 2. Whenever you have such a question, what is the strategy? Is picking of numbers. What is the strategy for numbers? Pick up numbers. Pick numbers for X. How do you pick up numbers? In such a way that the conditions were properly met. You can take any value which is less than or equal to 0, which means you can take 0, you can take -2, you can take -10, and so on. Let's see what will happen to these expressions when you place these values. When I place 0, what will be quantity A and what would be quantity B? We'll understand. First, suppose if X is 0, what is 1 by 0 plus 1 by 1, which is 1. What about quantity 2? 0 over 2, 0. Here quantity A is bigger than quantity B. Quantity A is greater than quantity B. First, suppose when I place X equal to -2 then. So 1 by -2 plus 1 would be -1. -2 by -2 would be -1. So quantity A is -1, quantity B is also -1, both are equal. Now do you realize with two different values of X only, we are getting two different inequalities. Two options are satisfying. So by this time, you must have understood that for different values of X, as there exist different answers, hence the relationship cannot be determined uniquely from the given information. We need more information to say which is greater in value. Hope it makes sense. The strategy is what? Pick up the numbers by looking at the condition carefully. Let's check it out. One more question, guys. Now I have come up with some average or mean. The basic definition of mean would be number of numbers. Hope everybody know it. List A has 5 numbers, 5 elements, 2, 3, 4, 5m and n, and list B has 2, 3, 4 and 4m. The average of the numbers in list A, is equal to average of the numbers in list B. Then we need to compare quantity A as n, quantity B as 4. What is the average of list of numbers in A? Sum of the numbers, which is 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5m plus n over 5 numbers are there. What about average of set B or list B? 2 plus 3 plus 4m upon 4 numbers. Now this is a 5 plus 4, 9 plus 5m plus n. Cross multiply 4 to the left side. Now on the right side, 5 times of 5 plus 4 is a 9 plus 4m. When you take the 4 into the bracket, 4 9s are 36, 4 5s are 20 times m plus 4n. This is of 9 5s are 45 plus 20 times m. 20m gets cancelled. 4n equal to, what is 45 minus 36? 9. The value of n is 9 by 4, 9 over 4. This is definitely less than 3, isn't it? So quantity A have 2 point something and quantity B is having 4. So you can definitely say that quantity B is greater. So like this, you can work out the questions for a perfect score. And as you know that the GRE exam is very adaptive in difficulty level. So make sure to practice good questions to have a full score. So that's all about this quantitative comparison questions. Thank you so much. You can contact us for more courses. Have a great time.